How's it going, guys? It's Najam back again with another review, and this is my short review of the Sony X1000V 4K action cam. So let's get into it. Now this will be recorded on the action cam itself, so you can sort of decide for yourself if you like the quality and also the audio quality from when it's facing me. So yeah. Now this is an action cam, so whatever I say may be a little fake or might sound a little fake, but it's basically like a Sony A7S Mark II on your head, except it's small. And the only thing I don't like about this is that when you shoot for close-up things, which you might do sometimes, they're not gonna be in focus. Like maybe I'm not in focus right now, but I just want to sort of narrow the field down, and the lowest this goes to is 120 degrees, and that's only with the stabilization on. That's what you're looking at right now. Now if I go to 170 degrees, that's a fisheye view, and it's gonna basically pick up everything from the side all the way like a freaking line, all the way throughout the window, and all the way to this side to the wall, like 90 degrees to the side. So that's pretty cool, except it does have a lot of distortion, and it makes it look like almost like as if you're on a planet of your own. And I did shoot some videos with the stabilization off, so I'll just go ahead and put them over right now so you can see. And obviously I was gonna it's an action cam, so we're shooting some action over here, and I was using this. This is the BLT UHM1, and your action cam basically just sits over here, and yeah, it's cool. Now obviously you can use a selfie stick as well, and the thing is, when you use those selfie sticks with the 170 degrees view, the selfie stick sort of shows inside the video, so I didn't want to do that. Now the reason I'm shooting this on this camera is so you can get a good idea of what it sounds like and also what it looks like in terms of video quality. Now it's a backlit sensor, the XMO sensor, which is 8 megapixels, and obviously since it's a backlit sensor, it's going to be really good in low light conditions. And I have to say, I was gobsmacked about the low light conditions in this freaking camera. I didn't expect it to be so good. I mean, it shoots in low ISOs as opposed to when DSLR is shooting to get the same kind of result, and it just keeps the noise a little minimal, but you can still see it. I mean, you know, it's a little noisy. The thing is, the noise is not normal, it's just like gray grains. They're not like multicolored grains, so it's a little cooler than you think. And obviously when you're talking about action cams, you don't go like GoPro. You don't want to change your ISO, man. Like, that's just absurd. Why would you want to change ISO on a camera that's stuck to your head? Of course it has more control over the video, but trying to freaking put a DSLR onto your head just smaller in size, so obviously it's going to be crap in quality. Now I'm not going to go ahead and compare this to the GoPro Hero 4, but I will say one thing which is going to get me a lot of comments and hate. I'm going to say this is better because the video is a lot sharper in 4K as opposed to the GoPro Hero 4, but the GoPro Hero 4 does have less distortion. So if you want less distortion, and also I think that does get close-up things in focus, so if you want either of them two, you might as well just go for the GoPro, except it's gonna look a little retarded on your side of your head. So you best stop putting on the forehead, whereas this thing will look retarded on the forehead. This is like the other way around. Now some people may be wondering, do you need the live view remote? Well, not necessarily, no you don't, but I do highly recommend it because all the options that you have are obviously gonna be well, the thing is, all the options that you get for changing the settings or whatever, they're all gonna be the same on your action cam, they're all gonna be the same on this thing, and they're all gonna be the same on your smartphone. So you're best off just getting one of these, because when you want to connect it to your smartphone, you're gonna have to put password in every single time you have to connect to it. So I just didn't bother with it afterwards. But in the detailed review of this camera, I will show you a little guide through it, so you know what it's like. Now the pro over the smartphone for viewing is that it has a higher resolution display, so you can see more detail in the live view, but this isn't bad, honestly. I mean, I just need to know where, I just need to find a view, and since this thing shows it, I'm completely fine with that. And then on top of that, you've got all the menus, and you don't have to put the password in. You just turn it on, it automatically connects, and off you go. And it's really cool. You can have it on your hand like an actual live view remote, but what I'm gonna do is, after I've shot some videos of this, so you know, showed you what it's like and stuff, I'm just gonna take all these straps off and gonna use it like a freaking block. It's like really cool like that, well, at least for me. And obviously one thing I've sort of not talked about right now, and I want to make this a short video, so just forgive me for that. This thing is splash proof, this live view remote, so is the action cam, and it does sort of sound, you know, I mean, when it's not in the waterproof case, which is right over here, it does sound really good. But when you put it in the waterproof case, it doesn't pick up any sound other than the vibration from the case. So I don't know, I mean, I've seen in some other videos that it picks up sound through the case, and that's one of the reasons I really sort of went for this camera, you know. It's actually one of the reasons. I mean, I'm not gonna use it underwater or anything, but still, you might as well just get really good audio quality straight through this when it's fully waterproof. But I didn't get any audio quality. It's just white noise, which this thing's preamps pick up all the time. So yeah, it's really quite depressing. I mean, it's not a good thing, right? I mean, probably the GoPro is better at picking up audio, but I'm guessing it's because I wasn't doing some action. I just sat down, looked in front of it, and I started speaking, and maybe that's why I didn't pick it up. Maybe I need to shout or something. It's gonna probably pick it up, but I haven't heard any audio that goes through this into the camera's microphone. And I don't know if these are blocked and you have to open them or something, but that's a little retarded as well, I'll tell you today. The thing I like about the audio quality, I mean the video quality, is freaking mind-blowing. It's so sharp and everything. The colors are really spot on, I would say. They're really great. And I'm showing in vivid mode right now, by the way, and I'm also going to be showing in vivid throughout the whole video. Just for the sake of the review, I will do it in the detailed review, so you can go ahead and check that out if you're really interested. Now, as you can see, probably from the video, that there is a little bit of distortion still, but when you use the stabilization, it's not much. I don't think I even noticed it when I was doing some action, and you can probably tell, you know, from the camera, the colors and the sharpness is really good. Talking about stabilization, this thing is really good at stabilizing the footage. Now, I did sort of held it, I mean, you know, held it in my hand rather than putting in any of the mounts I've got, but I was really surprised. I mean, I was shaking it all over the place, you know, and it's just more like cinematic, and it's completely smooth. That all the puns and everything I do is completely smooth, and don't expect it to not to make a fast pun. If you swoosh the camera around really fast, it will. It's not gonna slow it down like YouTube does or something like that. It's actually gonna make it really cool, but it's also gonna keep it a little steady. It's not the most steady kind of video you'll ever see, but when it comes to action cams, this thing sort of does a really good job at making this footage really clean and really steady and stuff. So it's really good. And obviously, when I do take off the steady shot, the field of view is gonna get wider, and that also means, you know, more of distortion but less stabilization. So here's a sample of that. Now, when you do shoot in 4K, there is no ability to change between the stabilization, because it's using all the power it's got to sort of record, and it only lasts around 15 minutes on a full charge when it's recording 4K. So just keep that in mind, unlike the GoPro which lasts 10 minutes, but I don't give a crap about that because I don't shoot 4K. But just for the sake of this video, for a 4K video, here's a sample. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom in and see how much detail I can get on this keyboard. And here's the same shot with 1080p zoomed in, and obviously it's 4K, so you're gonna get a lot of detail out of the shot. Now I always shoot in 1080p XAVC format, which is 1080p 30 FPS. Now when it comes to recording formats, you have tons and tons. You can do 204 frames per second slow motion, 120 frames per second slow motion. You can also do high speed video, which is recorded at 120 fps, but you can play back at 30 fps, means you can slow it down a lot. And you also got 4K, you got 720p, you got 480p, you got 1080p 60, 1080p 30, and all sorts. You just freaking, this camera is filled with features, like it's a ton of apps you've downloaded off the Play Store or something. So I'm actually gonna, you know, stop this video here because it's been more than 8 minutes or something, I'm guessing, and I'm really sorry. I do just wanna get all the information out there, that's why I just keep mumbling off and stuff, you know. So I'm really sorry for that, but if you want, you can go ahead and stick around for the detailed review of this camera. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the quality of the camera and also the audio quality from this camera, which is obviously shot on this camera and stuff. Now, one thing I just want to let you guys know, the preamps are not really good. Most of the time you're just gonna hear some white noise, and it might seem like it's just ambient noise, but it's white noise. So just so you know. Anyways, I will see you again in a different review or most likely the detailed review of this camera, which I can't wait to do. It's probably gonna be like an hour long or something, but obviously I'm gonna go through everything like Techmon does. Shout out to Techmon. I don't know his real name, but he's a really good reviewer, and I'm not here to advertise. So anyways, see you again in a different video.